Sneaky Hembo time. This one's for Jalen Rose. What's the only visiting team to clinch the finals on the Celtics home floor? Who you got, Jalen?
So here's the thing, like NBA Finals, which means it has to be a Western Conference team. Them and the Lakers both have 17 championships, but that can't be the answer because that would be too easy. Jeez. And I'm too much of an intellect and basketball savant to say I don't know. So the Lakers.
Okay, but what year?
Kobe, one of Kobe's championships with Pau Gasol. I was there. So
I'm going to give you.
yeah,
I'm
like
give you a hint.
2011.
I'm going to give you. It's Kareem and Magic.
Oh, 85.
85 it is! How about that? The correct answer, the Lakers in 1985. How about that? Jalen Rose bringing it. They won Game 6 in Boston, and that's what the Warriors can do Thursday night on ABC. Well done, Jalen Rose. Steph Curry last night.
Himbo.
He scored 16 points, struggled, though, from the field. Klay Thompson came up big. How about 21, hitting 5 triples. Andrew Wiggins leading the Warriors with 26 points and 13 rebounds as Golden State outscored the Celtics 29-20 in the fourth quarter to win this one by 10 to take a 3-2 series lead. The Warriors went on a 4-game losing streak at the end of March. Since the calendar turned to April, Golden State has yet to drop back-to-back games. That's a span of little over 2.5 months as they handed the Celtics their first back-to-back losing streak in the playoffs with that win last night on the road. Great to have Jalen Rose wake up with us here on Get Up on the Road. I need to get your thoughts after you watched specifically that third quarter, that explosion by the Celtics, and then what the Warriors did. The Warriors carrying that momentum. Will they close this series out, Game 6, or do you see this one going the distance and back in San Francisco for Game 7 on Sunday?
Kevin, I see this one going the distance. I see this one going 7. And for the Boston Celtics, the third quarter yesterday was a pivotal point in a lot of ways because the Golden State Warriors, I've termed them the 31st team in the NBA. Like, they literally come out and they blitz their opponents. They have been doing that to the Boston Celtics in this series. And then the Boston Celtics came out of halftime. They were making shots. They were aggressive. How about the fact they started the game 0 for 12 from 3 and ended up making 8 straight threes? It was a game of ebbs and flows. Jason Tatum got hot in that quarter. The ball was moving. And then all of a sudden, they got stagnant in the fourth. But I gave them credit for the way they played in the third. But they ain't had no choice. They were so awful in the first half, it was only right that they played well in the third quarter. But again, I want to give the Warriors defense a lot of credit. Jaylen Brown attempted 18 shots, Kevin, in the game. 17 of those shots were contested. So in the fourth quarter, the Golden State Warriors used Wiggins as a Swiss Army knife. They played him up in the front line. They played him as a slasher a lot of times, like a small ball 4-5. And the thing is, once they got to contest, they got to miss, they got out in transition. It was the first time all year that Wiggins led the team in points and rebounds in the same game.
You could see the versatility. You could see him blossom, especially in the fourth quarter of Game 4, carrying that team with the extra rebounds to keep possessions alive. He was tremendous in the second half, of course, when they needed him the most. Let's talk about a guy that the Celtics need the most, and we have seen him struggle in the fourth quarter. I know Jason Tatum had 27 points, but they needed him in the fourth quarter again. He was 1 of 5 from the floor in the fourth quarter. What are you noticing about Tatum in that fourth quarter that's different from the first 3 quarters of each game in the finals?
Kevin, he's not playing through contact, and he's looking at the refs. After every one of these plays, when the Golden State Warriors are in transition, look, he's looking back at the refs, trying to get a call. Like, the one thing about the NBA playoffs is you got to be more physical offensively, driving the bucket than you have at any point in your career. He shot a couple of air balls as well. And again, it's always great D when the offense misses. And I want to give Wiggins credit. I want to give Gary Payton II credit. I want to give Draymond Green credit. when those guys were defending, they were virtually locked down against the Boston Celtics. However, when you Jason Tatum, you got to be more decisive. 1-2 pull up. 1-2 knuckles at the rim, or try to drive to dunk the basketball. It seemed that he was looking for the refs to give him the call versus playing strong. He and Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown was turning the basketball over way too much. It seems like when they start to drive, they start to look down. They start to look at the floor. It's like my high school coach used to say, it's no change on the floor. What you looking at the ground for? You can't see the floor. And so that's one of the things I feel like they need to try to improve at. They've shown that they can be effective at that. They're going to need to be in Game 6.
Yeah, 18 turnovers in this one, 5 by Jalen Brown, 4 by Jason Tatum, 4 turnovers as a team in the fourth quarter. It just feels like, though, the Celtics lost an incredible opportunity with Steph Curry having an off night. 7 of 22, 0 for 9 from 3, held to just 16 points. What do you expect to see in Game 6, the chance to close things out in Boston from Steph Curry Thursday night on ABC?
Oh, Steph Curry going to come out with kill shots. He going to attempt 10 3-pointers in the first half. Like, he attempted 9, and I guarantee y'all, he shot 9 threes in this game. He's going to shoot that in the first half of the next game.
Writing it down.
He's going to go for the kill. No doubt. And here's the thing. This was a classic example of your best player played the best on the road. 43 points, 10 boards, made 7 threes at Boston. Now you return home. Wiggins plays well. Draymond Green is aggressive offensively. Jordan Poole ends up making a few shots, and everybody starts to feel a lot better about their games playing in front of their home fans. But I believe, am I the first person on this show that was actually at the game last night?
I think you are.
That literally was at the game?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you this, as somebody that didn't sleep really last night. I'm leaving clothes in the bay because we coming back.
Oh, you think
I'm
Game 7?
leaving clothes in the bay. Kevin, I literally left the hotel and left my suit for Game 7. I'm coming back here. This will be a 7-game series. The Boston Celtics are not only going to respond on their home floor, they're going to win by double digits.
Whoa.
Remember I told you that.
Whoa. But you just built this whole thing up that you think Steph Curry's going to shoot at least 9 threes, and look what he did in Game 4 on the road, a great player trying to keep that team and that season alive. You don't think he's going to go, like you said, the kill shot to end the series in 6 in Boston?
He's going to go for the kill shot. He's going to have a bounce-back game. But I don't think Wiggins is going to have 26. See, that's the difference. Like, your role players in this series in particular have to be a driving force on your home floor. Did Grant Williams play last night? Did he play last night?
Yeah, there were moments.
For the Boston Celtics?
Yeah.
Like, correct. Al Horford had 26 points in Game 1. He's had 30 points total in all 5 games combined. Since then.
You're seeing the minutes.
Whatever games it is. Correct. Al Horford, Robert Williams III, Grant Williams are going to all play better. The Boston Celtics win Game 6, and I'm going to be suited and booted like Kevin is now with this suit on for Game 7.
And the hairline will remain strong. Appreciate you, Jalen Rose. Looking forward to seeing you Thursday night.
Appreciate you, family.
As we continue. By the way, Steph had his 3-point streak snapped by the Warriors, but the Warriors won last night. What kind of shot do Jason Tatum, the Celtics, have?